Hi everybody, this is Tracey Lightfoot. I'm over here at one of our properties. We currently have 5 lodges that are lakeview, lakefront access that are being built right now. They are vacation rental properties, and I'm super excited about this project. The rate of return is just off the charts, and so I thought I would go live with Facebook and answer any questions any of you may or may not have in regards to your rate of return, how to get started. If you're a current vacation rental owner and wanted to add any information to those who are looking in regards to this popular and ever so growing industry. Vacation rentals is one of the top growing investments that we see in not only in our area but nationwide. And so I basically just wanted to come on and say hi to everybody and talk to you about this awesome opportunity that's out there. I personally, for you those who don't know me, I am a realtor in Branson, Missouri, and we have a huge tourism industry here in Branson. Last year there were over 8 million visitors that came to our area. Most of them are families, but we also have fishing tournaments that come to Branson. We have dance competitions, national cheerleading competitions, and just a ton of things that happen here in Branson that are bringing families. And where are they wanting to stay? They're wanting to stay in vacation rental properties. So, you know, some of my investors have started out as flippers, where they flip property or they hold property, meaning, for those of you who may not know what that means, is holding a property is buying a property. Maybe you're a landlord, maybe you're doing lease options for those who don't qualify for a loan, but they can put a down payment in on a property and pay a monthly fee to you, so you are receiving income on that property. Vacation rental is one of the biggest forms of holds. I have a lot of clients who have come to me and have 20 hold properties, or maybe they do 10 to 15 flips a year. Those investors are now purchasing vacation rental properties, holding them as passive income, and maybe only doing a couple flips a year because of the high rate of return that you receive on the vacation rentals. I see a few people I know who have joined on. Dennis. Hi, Dennis. He's out of Moab, Utah. That's my brother-in-law. Sean's on. Jeff Waite's on. So let's talk a little bit about vacation rentals and rate of return. One of the things for vacation rentals is that you have this huge opportunity to have this hold property that is just a cash cow and spending money out for you. And you can do anything from, 1-bedroom condos all the way up to 7-8 bedroom houses. I'm going to do a drive-through at this property that I currently am working with some investors on. Again, we have 5 of these lodges going up at one time, which is so exciting. We actually close on these properties on Friday. These properties are going to be 7 and 8 bedroom lodges. In this specific area, we actually have books that we've been able to provide of gross income, and these larger properties are doing anywhere from $105,000 to $150,000 gross a year, which is huge. This type of clientele is going to book on a booking service. Now, you can be as passive as you want to. There are booking and management companies that you can go to that will manage the property for you and just give you a check into your bank account. Or you can manage the property yourself And your guests are going to come onto a site like VRBO, HomeAway, Expedia, somewhere like that. They're going to book your property, and you have as much control as you want in regards to those guests staying. But the awesome thing is that you are going to have that money up front. Anything that they pay is up front, and you have security deposits for possible damages. Somebody, I'll tell you a story. I had a client who, they had a Wii, and the remote slipped out of the child's hand and it did go in the television. Those guests called immediately, and their damage deposit, covered a new television for the investor. But one of the main things that I have happen with my investors is one of the reasons they're going from holding properties to vacation rental properties is the fact that they don't have to listen to excuses anymore. Why the rent wasn't paid. They don't have to chase the rent down. They are, it's once somebody books it and pays for it, that's money in your bank account. And you are also getting less wear and tear on your property. That is huge. You don't have somebody in there 365 days a year. You maybe have a couple hundred nights a year, but you're also being able to charge, these larger properties are going for, $3,500 to some of the big properties that are lakefront. I've seen them on VRBO. You can pull up VRBO and search Branson, Missouri, or even your location, and just play with it. Put in 5, 6, 7 bedroom, 2 bedroom, whatever it is, and see how much they're getting per night or per week. I've seen some of these properties get as much as $8,000 per week, and which is absolutely huge. And you have in Branson, you have about 90 days of peak season. And then you also have in off-peak about 70 nights. Now that is conservative. We have clients who are doing a lot more than that. Also depends on, how much are you going to use the property? Are you purchasing the property because you come to Branson or you enjoy Table Rock Lake and you want the property to pay for itself, and you're not really necessarily looking at something that is going to be, you're not really interested in the rate of return on it or cash flowing it. If you're an investor who doesn't want to use the property, you live in California. I have a client right now in California building one of these lodges. He doesn't plan on coming to Branson maybe once a year. His whole goal is for the investment rate of return aspect on this property. So I'm going to ask, we have a few people on, if anybody has any specific questions about vacation rental that are out there, feel free to type in anything. I don't know if I can even see if any questions come up, so you'll have to excuse me. This is my first Facebook live video, which kind of cracks me up here a little bit. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera view around, because for those of you who maybe haven't joined right now, but maybe you're seeing this later and while I'm not live, you are, hey, thanks, Brent. I'm going to flip this around. I want you guys to see this. There are two. This is not my listing, and I'm going to tell you that up front. So you realtors out there who are on with me are probably going to be on the MLS trying to get the info on this. This opportunity is huge. I'm down on Indian Point. This is a Table Rock lakefront resort. And there are boat slips available for lease for your guests. There is boat launch access for your guests. They don't even have to leave this resort. Again, I have 5 of the 8 that are going up right now. We're closing on these on Friday. Completion date on these, very important, around week of June 23rd. So you can still get your peak season bookings in, which is huge for your rate of return on your investment. And again, I have clients doing 7-8 bedrooms right now. One client is doing, it's a investment group, they're doing 3 of the properties alone. So that tells you right there that this is a pretty hot commodity. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this around and let you guys see exactly where I'm at. They are pouring forms right now, so we may have some construction crews down here, but I want to just show you how close we are to the lake. Okay, so I'm going to drive down here. I would walk, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's a windy day in Branson, Missouri, and pretty windy down here at the lake. And you just would not hear anything but the wind howling. So we are coming down to some of the lodges. We have 3 lodges that are exactly right here at the top of the hill that we're doing. You can see that they've got the forms coming up. These are going to be 3-story lodges. So just think, as you're coming down, you can see the lake over these condos. But just think of the views that you're going to get from the main and upper floor on these. It's just going to be off the chart. I'm really excited. They will be pouring foundations. They've got all of the concrete crews out here right now, and then we will actually have they're going to start framing. I think they're scheduled for the end of next week, if not sooner. It looks like they're ahead of schedule. We've already had excavation done, rock pulled out. There's going to be an extra swimming pool put in down here, and right next to one of the lodges. There's 2 lodges that are available still, guys, down at the bottom, and they start at $499.9, and that is for a 6-bedroom property. You can upgrade, change the floor plan up, 7-8 bedrooms, and huge supply and demand right now in Branson for 7 and 8 bedrooms. You do not have very many to choose from. Most of them are already booked out for the summer. So these new properties going up are going to get those summer bookings that are overflow from properties that just don't have availability anymore. So down here at the bottom is boat slips. And again, you have, this is Indian Point Marina's buffer zone for this cove. And so you, as an owner, the developer down here, has made a special agreement with Indian Point Marina. So each lodge owner has the ability to have access to renting a boat slip, which in return they can rent to their clientele. That is almost non-existent on this lake, so this is a huge deal. And you also have access. Right here is actually your own ramp to the resort. So you can put your boat, your jet skis, your kayaks, canoes, paddle boards, whatever, right down here. There's most of it's not really a beach area. You've got some rock, but you can swim down here. I was down here last summer and there were tons of people swimming. So, you know, vacation rental, hot topic. Lots of people want to get in on it, which I do highly recommend. I've been a landlord, not my most favorable thing to do in the world. Vacation rental, again, just some basics. Higher rates of return on your investment. You don't have to deal with tenants giving you excuses on why they have not paid their rent, when their rent's going to be paid, or why their dog ate a hole in your sheetrock in your house. Less wear and tear on the property, and you know, those are pretty much the basics. Lots of clients that are, their 401ks haven't performed that well. You have some that are doing great, but let's say your 401k hasn't been performing tremendously great, and you want to see your investment dollars working for you. We have clients that are exchanging those in. Of course, you're going to want to talk to a CPA or a 203 company, but there are clients who are taking their money from their 401k and switching it over and being able to purchase real estate with that. Passive income, higher rate of return, cash flow cows, I will say. So if you guys want any more information about vacation rentals, properties we have available in the area, you know, maybe you don't want to start with a larger property, that's okay. We have smaller properties you can start with. Less, you know, for you, maybe it's a feeling of a less risk investment. We have properties on the market right now that are 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom condos. I do have a 5-bedroom also available that's grossing $60,000 a year. And there's some other communities coming open this year in Branson that are vacation rental communities. And so we've got a lot of exciting things happening. Instant message me and I'd be more than happy to put you on my hot deal list. So we have any hot deals out there, you're on the blast as soon as they hit the market. Jeremy Worley, my broker, he's written a book about vacation rental mastery and management. I can get a book in your hands. Just IM me and I'd be more than happy to give you some more information. Thanks for joining, guys. It's been great seeing you guys on. And hey, Deanna, I see Jake and Carol and Randy. I see everybody here. That's awesome. If anybody had questions and typed in here and I didn't see them, please forgive me. I'm novice a little bit on this Facebook Live, so I'm learning the ropes on this. So again, if anybody has questions before we go, please type in a question that you might have in regards to vacation rental. I'm going to be doing this every Wednesday. I'm going to be at a different location and we're going to do question and answers. And it doesn't have to be about vacation rental. It can be about real estate in general. If it's investment or maybe you're looking for a permanent home, lender, you know, questions. We have lenders. Let's talk about lenders for a second before we go. You know, vacation rental, have a lot of out-of-town investors that I work with. And if you have a lender that you use, you know, locally, you know, some things you need to ask them about vacation rental, because there are a lot of lenders who do not understand the product. If they're not familiar with commercial lending, you definitely need to be asking them questions in regards to your investment. Do they lend on condos? You know, there are a lot of lenders who cannot sell their condo packages to the secondary market, and that can be a challenge and a deal killer for the property you're trying to purchase. So definitely talk to your lender in advance before, you know, signing on the dotted line exactly what you're trying to accomplish and making sure that their product matches your investment goals. I have a lot of clients who work with their local banks who have in-house product and we have no problems. But I just will say that there are, if you're working with a larger mortgage company, I'm not going to name names, but if you're working with a larger nationwide mortgage company for vacation rental, definitely you need to be asking questions. One thing we do not want to have happen for you is you get into your loan appraisal process, you've put money and skin in the game to find out they cannot do they can't do the loan because they do not have a product that is going to work. A lot of these vacation rentals, guys, they look, smell, and feel like single family properties, but in all actuality, they're considered what we consider detached condominiums in our area. These properties that I just drove you down, these lodges that are going up, they are standalone lodges, but they are detached condominiums. So what that means, for those of you who may not know, a detached condominium is a property that looks like a single family property, but you're a declarant of the association. And the association may take care of the common grounds around you. Some of them will take care of the property just like a condo, where they take care of anywhere from the studs out. Really depends on how that association was set up and how your bylaws are. For example, if you're out at Stonebridge and you buy a lodge, in their declarant, they take care of certain portions of the property. Maybe not all the decking, but the roof and the outside walls. There's other associations like Branson Canyon, for example, nightly rental location, community. Also, detached condominiums. You own the footprint that property is sitting on, and the footprint that property is sitting on, you're responsible for everything, just like a single family home, the roof, the siding, everything. However, the association does take care of all the common area in between the properties. So that's mowing the lawn, streets, pool, clubhouse, walking trails, you know, that type of stuff. A lot of lenders, to get back to that, don't have product for those detached condominiums. And so again, make sure you're asking the questions that need to be asked of your lender. If you need to be set up with somebody, let us know. We have a list of vendors who do these vacation rentals locally. They're competitive on their pricing, on their rates, the type of product that they can provide you in regards to terms. Hey Karen, I am at Rockwood. So anyway, I just wanted to give a little bit of information on vacation rentals. I have a showing that I'll be getting to here in a minute, and again, every Wednesday at noon I will be doing vacation rental subject lines. We can talk about anything though, so if anybody has questions in regards to real estate in general, flipping properties, any type of investment, holds, anything. I work with a lot of investors who do a lot of different things. But I will tell you, vacation rental, hot market. We have so many investors who actually have sold their hold properties. They don't want to be landlords anymore, and the vacation rentals are performing a higher rate of return for them in regards to less wear and tear, and making, for some of my investors, 2 to 3 times the amount annually. So anyhow, I am me with any information you guys want, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. I'll be coming live from some 3-bedroom condos we have, brand new construction, that's out at Stonebridge, fully furnished, and they are cash flowing like crazy. So I'm super excited to show you that too. And again, 2 Rockwood lodges left. Those puppies can be 6, 7, 8 bedrooms, and they will be finished the week of June 23rd. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining in.